All right, Coach. Congratulations first off on the win. Just an opening statement about the game, if you don't mind.
Thank you, Seth. Really, I mean, when you think Center Transy, over the years, you have two really high, efficient offensive programs. It's generally aesthetically really pleasing to watch. And tonight, first half, it wasn't that. It almost turned into like a little bit of a rock fight. You know, both teams, nothing dirty or anything like that, but just both teams just grinding, trying to fight their way through some early season struggles. And a lot of that could be the fact that, Transy sped us up and did a good job with that. And conversely, on the other end, we guarded them really well. We did a fantastic job. They have two really good guards, Cooper Theobald and Michael Jefferson. We guarded them really well. So all in all, I'm really pleased with this win because we didn't play offensively as well as we'd like to, but we figured some stuff out at the end, and we started scoring at the rim and attacking their pressure better.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 8 years. You've been doing it longer. As far as early in the season, can you recall a game that was more physical? Because just sitting at the scorer's table, you could just hear the smack of the flesh on every single trap. And there was a lot that got let go at the rim, I thought, both ways.
Yeah.
And just...
three really good officials, and it's kind of one of those. I don't think either team was really playing great offensively, and sometimes that kind of makes it a little bit what it was. But yeah, that was, coming down the stretch, we attacked and we got more aggressive at the rim. Bates had a couple really good plays. Perry had a couple big shots. His three off a ball screen was huge, so just really pleased for our guys.
Very quickly, let's hear just some thoughts on your bench play, KC Purvis and Dustin Gerald coming in and just really filling up the stat sheet, both of them playing extremely efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, KC is 10 points, 5 rebounds, really good defensively, really sound defensively. I mean, KC is just such a steady person. I mean, how he plays is how he is off the floor. Dustin Gerald, and I think our upperclassmen will say this too, we're figuring out this guy can play. And we kind of knew going in that he was doing some things well, but to come out in a huge environment, in a very stressful environment, second game of his career, he goes 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. That's pretty good. So he's just so smart.
And then the last thing, I want to talk a little bit more about your defense. A guy like Theobald has made a living for 4 years drawing fouls. He's one of the best I've ever seen at it. And Jefferson is extremely quick off the dribble and slashing and kicking. Just what were the biggest keys, in your opinion, of pretty much locking them down, because they hardly registered on that stat sheet?
Well, we had a plan, and we worked on it for about 4 days. And so we knew going in how we were going to guard them. And Bailey Rakes has done a fantastic job. Bailey probably does as well as anybody that Transy plays on Theobald, because Theobald's 22.7 rebounds, and tonight 4.7 rebounds. And so Bailey's a really good defender, just sound. Perry did a good job on Michael Jefferson. Dawson Crump came in and did a good job. He has good energy on the defensive end. So, like I said, this was a game that wasn't pretty. Down the stretch, we made plays, hit shots, and just did a really good job. We took better care of the basketball in the second half, and that was key.
Yes, and you ended up having more assists than turnovers. I promise this is the last one. Just the mindset of you guys going into Kalamazoo for the weekend tournament.
Well, we're going to practice tomorrow just for a little bit. We'll let the guys get out of here, enjoy Thanksgiving, and then we have to actually travel on Thanksgiving Day. I know nothing about Cincinnati Christian. I know they got a guy averaging like 35 points a game, so we'll start figuring that out tomorrow. But the mindset going in should be, hey, we're winning ugly right now, which is good. In the minute that our offense starts clicking a little bit better, hopefully we have a high ceiling.
Yeah. All right, whoever wants to take this first one, go ahead. But just tell me how you're feeling right now coming out with the big win.
Just feeling great, spring break. Fall break coming up, got Thanksgiving coming, got a good win against a really good Transy team. Couldn't feel better right now.
You had a sizable lead in the first half, and then Transy rallied in the last 2 or 3 minutes and tied it. What was that message like at halftime? Because you came out pretty strong in the second half, and you built and built and built until the very end. So what was halftime like?
Well, after what we saw what we could do in the first half, we really just got in the locker room and said, hey, guys, we're okay. And just, play our game, go with the scouting report, do what we know how to do, and play basketball. And that's what we did in the second half. And we were able to come out and just take the dub, and we're ecstatic right now.
And KC, it seemed like every time that you touched the ball, something good happened. What were you seeing out there? What were you feeling out there? Because we noticed it on the broadcast, and you started calling for it, and then good things started happening. First of all, or you backed down your man and scored. Just what all was going on in your mind, and what were you seeing out there?
Really, it's just a lot about our team mentality. I know how my teammates are going to play, and they know how I'm going to play, and I think that we mesh very well together as a team this year. And so just them allowing me to do what I know that I can do, but then also at the same time them getting open and allowing me to make passes and find them. It's really just a whole team effort in that sense.
This question's for Perry. The run that kind of broke the game open in the second half, you were making a lot of plays. You hit the three from way outside that the referee was blocking my vision on. And that's about as emotionally charged as I've seen you during 3 years of you being here. Just what was going on there? And because you kind of took the game over for about a stretch of 8 or 9 possessions, and then what was going on in your mind? Because again, the pure release of emotion, I haven't seen it from a ton of people on the team in 8 years of doing this. Just talk about the big run.
Before the game, Coach Pittman actually texted me, and he was just like, it's going to come down. You're going to have to make big-time plays. Big-time players is what they do. You got to make it happen. And, just from the first half, I kind of felt that I wasn't being aggressive. And, in the locker room, the guys just had tons of confidence in me. Don't worry, it's going to get there, P. Just keep playing the game. And, it just finally all just started clicking for me. And, just emotion just took over. I'm happy I got these guys, got my back out there. So,
the message in the lead up to the game, was it any different because it was Transy? Because at the end, in the grand scheme, when you play a game on November the 19th, it's just one of 25. You're going to get way better. They're going to get way better. So it's hardly a blip on the radar in the big picture. But was there any kind of added message to the preparation this week because it was Transy? Because I know a lot of people here like beating those guys.
One thing we did talk, we did mention a lot in practice. This game is like any other game, but this is our rival. We play them once a year. This game means a lot to anybody in this school, in the state. Everybody knows how big of a rivalry game this is. So just going in, we knew that they're going to play their best. We have to play our best. And we just came out and pulled out the win, and I'm just really happy with that.
Some words for the student section from either one of you, because I thought it was free baller tonight.
I appreciate them coming out, man, and being rowdy and being crazy. Them getting hyped gets us hype, and then we just start flowing and moving and then making plays. Jacob Bates had those 2 big dunks. They go wild, we go wild. It's their energy gives us energy.
And we'd like to apologize. We're sorry we didn't free Mo Bucks. We got you next game.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to close by asking about the next game. All right, you guys are going to Kalamazoo over the Thanksgiving weekend, and you're playing Cincinnati Christian and then Kalamazoo. Both of you guys answer this one. Just how do you feel going into that, and how do you feel coming out of the 2-0 start to the season with two kind of grinded out wins?
Well, I think we have confidence in ourselves right now because I think our team this year, we've definitely gotten tougher since last year. These 2 games, they have been grinded out wins, like you said. And last year, I think we would have been iffy on our ability to win them and pull them out, but we were able to do that this year. We've pulled games out down the stretch. We know we can do that. So I think going into the tournament this upcoming week, we definitely have confidence, and we're starting to get a feel for each other better and just kind of know how everybody's playing, everybody's gelling together.
And just going off that, a big thing we've talked about a lot this year is, we've changed completely from an underclassmen team to an upperclassmen team. And we have a lot more leaders than we usually do. So it's just a team effort. Everybody wants to be there. Everybody wants to win. And it's just really showing. Just these tough wins, like KC said, in these maybe last couple of years we probably would have pulled these out. But just the maturity and the experience from everybody is really a big thing.